Hello guys, hope you enjoyed the last episode of this podcast video. We are here again on Disclosure with Stride, where we unravel the secrets, where we make you known the unknown. And again, I'm here to actually fancy on the proper. But before I introduce my gang in the building, let me do myself the honor of introducing myself. I go by myself and myself in myself, because only me is definitely for me. In me by me, Gidi Gongon. NARZ, aka the king of airwaves. My gang there for inside this place, no be Joe. I see her sitting pretty. I see him. No, are you sitting handsomely? I don't give you like that. You are sitting handsomely. I know you. Yes, me, I know you well. Some people they look say will know you. But you go do it to introduce yourself. She did it already. Right. So I go just points like this. So yeah, introduce yourself from that aspect, from that angle.
Okay, my name is Rotimi, but most people know me as Roy Media.
Roy Baba. Okay, so our lady. The only butter in our
Okay, so my name is MC Queen Lagbaja.
MC Queen Lagbaja.
So I'll say S. If you don't know, no now.
So on this episode of Disclosure with Stride, what are we going to be talking about? Another fantastic thing, don't think. But the thing we say, maybe we look at like this.
Okay.
This is Ibadan. We are sitting in Ibadan from Oyo State.
Yes, sir.
What is the problem of Ibadan Entertainment Industry? Is it the stakeholders or the practitioners? When I say stakeholders, are they share that the people with the formulator for?
People they go like that. Before I start anything, I just vamos carry the thing go my organ place. Because when I was too bolo
before I even release any polo, I go talk my polo. I get some 1 or 2 cup, but we be saying if I want to talk.
Okay, so watch you now. Let me just start from here.
Okay, I drink water too.
Sure, because now as I be like this, I'm just trying to be free, so let's say I can easily enter and penetrate some places.
Yeah.
Ibadan, we've got talent, but they don't know what they carry.
Oh.
Because it better make person know what's in the inside before you go express. Because you can't just give what you don't have.
It's not possible.
It's not possible. Now, what's you carry for but then you go take power. But they don't really know what they carry. They don't know the extent at which they can go. All they want is money.
In Ibadan. Okay.
So that's my own take for now.
Okay, so you said whose fault, yeah?
Yeah, the entertainment industry in Ibadan. Well, why we all know, me I know say it don't flop. Not flop. And many reasons I understand.
It's a mess up.
Right, but
wait, why do you think it's a flop?
It's dead. We can actually see it's
dead.
See, okay, let me enter like this. Okay. When we say entertainment, it's something that actually makes people happy.
Cool.
It relieves their stress. So the only thing we have in Ibadan that is operating and functioning is just clubs.
Okay.
Guest houses.
Okay.
Which is not entertainment, it's just relaxation centers.
Okay.
Money, usual.
Money.
They make money now.
Yeah, they collect our money and that entertainment we are not getting it.
Yeah.
Look for instances. Just okay, early this year, it's not even early this year, Bella Shmuda came to Ibadan, sold out his contract. And that is not the first time. Last year he came around too. And he announced the amount of money he made. And which made him come back again this year. So now it's becoming a tradition. Look at CK Thought too that he did. All these UI, all these artists come from outside
exactly.
to Nigeria to Ibadan. And Ibadan people come outside for them. You don't get it.
Turn up for them.
They turn up for them. Say we will not come get.
So that's why I'm saying that my organ should come from that angle of the stakeholder, because I'm going to say something about what we are experiencing that makes you feel that makes you feel like we're not working.
I think I go like him.
Okay. Now that I understand where you're coming from
and where I'm going to
and where you want to go to. As a stakeholder, I would give a little background to what I see as a problem or the problems of how we got here. I wouldn't say that entertainment in Oyo State or Ibadan is dead. I would say that it's just on a level. It's not going higher. It's just on a plain level. And I would say kudos to, for instance, the comedians who are the ones who do most of the shows that we attend in Ibadan. The rapping daddies do their shows, you know, shout out to Petero, God rest his soul, and they're the ones, they're the ones who have, kind of kept, events running in Ibadan, and then they bring the musicians in, and they do their thing. But I feel that everybody is at fault. The stakeholders from a business point of view, get tired of investing. For instance, on my part and my guys, we did the Ibadan Countdown Festival,
that should be like 2-3 years ago.
3 years.
Yeah, we stopped in 2020 because of COVID.
Okay.
So we started in 2016. We held 7 shows in 4 years. Okay. And we had the biggest artists.
Why don't you continue?
And so that's what I'm saying. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So for an investor, for instance, each show that we put in 2016, we brought Two-Face. 2017, Mayor Kun, Davido. We brought Tenny Fowles. We brought the biggest acts. You understand? And each show will cost about 36 to 40 million. Where will that money come from? You understand? We all know that most people here do not really pay for events like premium. So as a stakeholder, would you keep putting money into something that does not give you returns? The sponsors themselves are tired. You understand? Because most of the shows are in Lagos because they get returns on investment. You know, because
most of the sponsors are from Lagos.
Yes.
So you don't even get sponsors in Ibadan.
How much will a sponsor in Ibadan make to give you, say, 10 million or 15 million?
Let's come to think. Let's look at it from this dimension.
Yeah.
Now we have something that is called oversaturation. In Lagos.
Okay.
Happening in Lagos.
There's no oversaturation in Lagos.
No, I mean the cost of living. No, let's make I land. Wait, make I land.
Okay.
Cost of living in Lagos is definitely high. To that of in Ibadan.
No, sure.
So we have many companies either having their branch or even put or coming to set up in Ibadan fully. So all these people, what are they?
Every business wants to is value exchange.
Okay.
Which was going to bring me to the point of value exchange. I've spoken to many potential sponsors on behalf of people, and they say, okay, what is the value in it for them? Most of our people go to them to collect money to do their events.
In Ibadan,
Yes. They don't tell them what they can also offer in return. So if you're approaching a bank, for instance. So in 2016, when we were supposed to do the Two-Face concert, we started with our money, 5 of us. We raised the money ourselves. And then when we started publicity, we got calls from different people. And then we approached a particular bank and they were like, what's the need for us? Because we asked for 10 million as minimum sponsorship. And the guy said something, he said, that you guys, where are you from? That the highest proposal they've gotten from an entertainer who wants to do an event in Ibadan was about 500,000. And that they will brand the whole place and they will shout, they would hype them throughout the show. That so what is 500?
What's so special
about this? The first thing we told them, we said, number one, we've paid for Two-Face, and we can put a call to him right now to confirm. So if we can use our money to go ahead, multiple millions, to have paid ahead for a show that will happen in 3 months' time, that gives you, number one, confidence. Number two, we promised the person that we're going to open 4,000 accounts on that day, and they were going to collect the money. The ticket collection.
Okay,
the bank will percentage. Yeah, they will be. We're going to open an account with them, and all the money from sponsors from everywhere will go into that account. Sole account. Okay. And then even at that is there are staff that will collect ticket takings.
Okay.
Immediately they were like, okay, and that everybody that will come on that they will have personalized ATM cards for shopping. So if you want to buy anything, you want to eat at the event, you will take that. The money you are paying as ticket will come as an ATM card. They will open an account for you there, and you can use that ATM to purchase anything you want to purchase. It's going to be their POS that you are going to use to purchase. So number one,
value to them.
All the businesses that will sell on that day are using their POS. Number two, everybody that will be buying will be opening an account and using their ATMs.
Wow.
That day we opened 3,800 and something accounts.
Bank.
The next year they called us. It was not even us that went to them. They called us and gave us 3 million naira. Wow. Just ahead that we are just showing intent that we want to be part of this. Take this money. So we got that money 7 months before the next event.
Wow.
So that shows you that value exchange is very important, and a lot of our people do not still understand the concept of value exchange. So you go to any potential sponsor and say, Baba, I will put your logo on flyer. That company already has for you to go to the company to identify that company as a potential sponsor. That means you heard from them, you heard about them from somewhere, meaning they have already a name that everybody knows about. How are you going to put their logo on your flyer that it will help them? You say I will do billboard.
So
do you understand?
If I would get him right, Lagbaja, if I would get him right. So what you are trying to say now is most stakeholders in Ibadan
Not stakeholders now.
No,
practitioners. They do not know their job.
They don't understand the business side of it.
Oh, so they just want to get publicity.
Yes, and
it's just basically using my money to do your show. So what do I get? If you say I'm going for a drinks bar, I say I'll put your drinks on all the tables. People are already buying my drinks all over the market. I don't need you. Then how many people are coming to your show? You are doing a show in a hall, maybe max 1,500 people. And then somebody wants to do a show that will bring 10,000 people at either Palms Mall or Agodi Gardens. Who would they listen to first? Okay. For mass marketing.
Okay.
So you are already at a disadvantage because you don't see a big enough picture that will sell your brand beyond yourself.
But is there not supposed to be a body that like everybody should come together? Okay, Lagbaja, he wants to run a show. He wants to run a show.
Okay, that will support
you. That will, okay, this kind of education you just give us now. Okay, let me say I don't know, or if I know, rather to it.
Okay.
Is there not supposed to be a body that's supposed to regulate all practitioners, stakeholders?
Let us answer first. Then I'll come in.
We have, but
I'm just wondering.
There's a clique in a clique.
There's another.
Everybody in a boss for Ibadan.
I they come there. So I get many instances where I will give you now. I they come there.
I get like 70 million groups where they
okay.
Artists,
hype men.
Kidney cost stakeholders, so but the time with them first adults, then they go they talk. But when it's time to give money, probably to use money to get probably bring a motivational speaker to come talk about a lot of things that we need to know to upgrade. They'll just see them silent. So you get so now they're not ready to learn. A lot of people they are not ready to learn. So me that I know that I want to learn, I'm putting my money into a lot of things. I'll go to Lagos I just came back from Lagos. There's a conference I went for going to Ajah to go and do stuff. And I'm also linking myself to a lot of people that they are like they are older than me and they are in this industry. I need to follow their but nobody wants to follow anybody. People like
everybody just wants to be
and they are jack of nothing.
Okay. So right.
You see, another problem is that apart from everybody being a boss, people are not also practitioners now. They are not ready to support themselves. I'll give you an example.
I don't that it's too much of practitioner.
No. That I will go to stakeholders too. But because stakeholders are more of how can we help you. You understand? So you cannot blame them too much because they are ready to help. They have not just seen the value in what you are offering, which is why you will see that some new businesses, when they come into town, everybody rushes to them and make them sponsor. They sponsor because they need you to amplify their business and publicize their businesses. But once they see that there's no more, they have gotten what they wanted, they will leave because you cannot still give them more. You see some big brands, this mineral pets, whatever. I don't want to call their brands. You see all these fizzy drinks, bottling and fizzy drinks brands going to sponsor some major events every year, singing competitions. They come back because they are seeing value. One particular water was one of the major sponsors for Big Brother in the last 2 years. You understand?
Yes.
That bottled water was it used to be one other bottled water. When that bottled water sponsored Big Brother, they are now like the number one.
Bottled water.
You understand? That means they're getting value.
All right.
You understand? So for stakeholders, I once told a group of comedians, I say, see, you guys are complaining that you are not getting enough people to come for your shows. You are giving free tickets. I say, why can't 10 of you that have followers or that claim to be popular come together and do one show? Call it 10 Kings comedy concert. Bring all your fans together. If each of your fans, if each of you can bring 500 people, which I doubt, if each of you can bring 500 people that can pay 2,000 for tickets, 500 people times 2,000 is how much?
That's a lot.
Times 10. Times 10 people. So if you guys can bring all that money together, at the end of the show, share the money amongst yourselves equally. You understand?
That's a good one.
That has not happened. I said this thing 6 years ago. It has not happened.
That's till now.
But why is it not happening?
Because there's no vision.
There's no vision.
Like okay, now for me, I'll say something. We're discussing something before we entered the studio. That I'm the vice chairman of HypeQueen. Why I decided to let's come together and be together is the spirit of collaboration has to work for us because it's working in Lagos. Why is working Lagos? Because everybody was like, okay, fine, I'm not even minding that thing. That they just have it. It's better than none. Okay, now, so but people are like, no, I want to owe to what I have. I'm into graphics, I'm into social media. Let's use what you have.
Yeah.
Let's come together and we will have the same thing that we are looking for. Individually, you cannot achieve it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was discussing something that I want to do something inside Adamsburg Stadium to bring HypeQueen together under one roof. Let's do it together. Let's see how it's good. It will fly more than one single person wants to shine.
So if I can understand the both of you now, where you're coming from, both of you, where you're coming from?
We are together now.
There's me.
We are together now.
We are together at this junction. So it's like there's no cooperation.
No.
In the media industry. I mean, not even entertainment industry in Ibadan.
So the ones that have some form of collaboration, you see them working now. You see Wole Agba and Dele.
Okay.
Yes.
Dele is not looking to say.
Let's check their historical background. They started together right from Motigokpa.
Yes. But Dele would have said he's now very popular. Dele Omowoli, you can say he's now very popular.
Dele so many things.
You understand? Dele has a band now, Flaming Brothers.
That's what I want to say.
But he's still
we're still shooting skits with Wole Agba.
Yeah.
Okay, now with the comedy sector in Ibadan is doing so well. It's doing so, and we know our problem now. We practitioners, we know our problem now. We've identified it. But let's look at it from this angle. Yeah, artists in Ibadan. I've been the one I was still in secondary school. At least I'm a small boy. You can say I'm a small boy. When I was in secondary school, I've known two major artists to be the popular artists in Ibadan.
Okay.
And ever since then, I've not seen any artist that.
Which ones?
I'm coming. I've not seen any artist that outshined them, like outshined that name. And these artists are Kenzo.
Okay.
And Oyikwande.
Okay.
Busy not even there.
Busy used to be.
Okay.
But I don't think he's there again.
Okay.
But let's just say Fabulous. Let's say Oyikwande and Kenzo.
Okay.
There's no big shows you see in Ibadan that wants to happen. And when I say big shows that wants to happen in Ibadan, it is not artist line. It is not anything music. Probably the comedy or outside show coming inside Ibadan again. They will be the ones to headline the show. And this has been going on, let's say, for like about 8-10 years now. It's that there's no other talent.
Of course, there are talents.
But why are they not showing up? Why are they not coming up?
Because we like we said, if you look at all these problems, the people who would, the gatekeepers, for instance, when a big show is coming to Ibadan, they reach out to some people to say, okay, we don't know your town, now we know. They will reach out to somebody, definitely. You understand? And that person will now say, use so person, use so person, use so person, use so person. You understand?
For this Ibadan, we even get gatekeeper.
We get
enough.
Him we get gatekeeper.
Him not gatekeeper.
Him.
You understand?
Other people.
So now it now comes.
Which other people you know?
No, there are plenty. Okay. But the issue now becomes a problem that me personally have experienced over the years is, okay, when they say, okay, give us 10 names, and then we submit 10 names, and then they Google how many songs does this person have, when was his last release, you understand? And okay, they say, this person, now this 5-year-old song he won't come perform for our event. Okay, no problem. And then they now look at the budget of that you're asking for such a person, and they're like, we are bringing artists that are trending right now from Lagos, who have songs that are trending on radio, but this person is coming to sing a 5-year-old song. This song does not even have a video. You understand? So it becomes a problem of you now defending the talent.
Okay.
You get? So at the end of the day,
we have other artists doing fine.
So when you are talking of the Oyinkades, the Kenzos, look at their track record now. At least Oyinkan has videos. He has collaborations with Vector, he has with Olamide, he has with a few notable, people, and he has new songs. At least he has released a song this year.
I think even
you understand?
EP listening.
You understand? So he has something you can defend. Look at Kenzo. Kenzo has gone live, and he holds his shows at the Cultic, at least month in, month out. So he has something you can say, go and watch his performance on Instagram.
Okay.
But if you're asking for an artist that is going to perform a song that he released 5 years ago that has no video, and it's the same song that he keeps or she keeps repeating,
because how do you
pay for such a talent? Will you as a person hold the show and pay for it?
No, say I talk say they back for me, they do me one kind.
No, so the onus is on the artist, on the talent. Why is Wole Agba or Remote still trending? It's because they keep shooting skits.
Okay.
It's not the skit that you watched last month that you are still watching on Instagram that makes you add numbers to them. It is because they keep doing new stuff. So what are our artists doing? How do you earn money? You can't say that the same taxi that you've been using for the past 10 years, you won't service it. You won't change the oil. You won't change tire. You won't rotate it. You understand? You have to keep working. Your channel that we are on now, you didn't host us last month. It's not the same thing we are talking about, or that you did last month that you are doing again. You have new content for people to subscribe to.
Okay.
So what are they doing?
So what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What? So make we shout for the eye.
No
shout.
Make no ring bell. Because we don't come.
I play this.
See, I don't say the like that, but I don't talk.
No, it's the truth actually. It's the
2 decades now. I was telling my boss, behind the camera, he asked that I've got kids and I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still doing my mommy. I'm still doing my thing, and I'm still like doing like the way
you used to do.
They know now that they're doing, like I'm following the trend.
Yeah.
I'm still so
the ginger is constant.
It's still there.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. So they can walk like I am walking, so they can't get what I'm getting. So when it's time, the very soon they will start asking for my autograph because where I'm going is big. So they can, and so a lot of people don't want to go through that process.
So are you so should we will just conclude say then they comfortable.
They are lazy.
They are complacent. Yeah, I guess that's the word. There's no hunger.
There's no craving. Yes.
And then I will also blame stakeholders. Let me come back to stakeholders because if you look at tomorrow, I don't think tomorrow is.
I go like where.
I don't think tomorrow is Eid. I think it's Saturday that is going to be Eid now.
Yes.
I think they're still fasting tomorrow, but there are shows already lined up.
Yeah.
Okay. You understand? If you look at the artists that would most likely be headliners for these shows in Ibadan, it is still the same people that are called. And why is because at least they've been able to make some name for themselves in Ibadan. And then at a certain negotiation they will collect because they need the money to also
put together.
You understand? So at the end of the day, the artist is still getting shows.
At the end of the day,
say Easter, Valentine.
So could it not be that stakeholders, Lagbaja?
Yeah.
Could it not be like stakeholders? They scared pay these new talents because we obviously
No, is it Ibadan?
Yes, in Ibadan.
Like which new talent?
There's no new talents in Ibadan.
No, they are new talents. But where are they?
Okay.
So that is a fault. That's the fault of a stakeholder.
Okay.
Because so I have been thinking about it for a while now that I want to use a certain mall, basement of a certain mall, to hold something like the VS challenge of a certain cognac. To discover new talents. Hold just open mic nights. So I called a few people. I called some lounges. I called a few people. Say, okay, can we have auditions at your places for these new talents, so that we discover new people and we push them out. Put a figure and say, okay, the winner for this month,
this is what they are getting.
We'll give you so amount, to record a song or do a video, and then do a radio tour for you. So we tried it once. Okay. So I called radio stations and let's support this particular person now. And we got one particular guy, a rapper, which was why he became popular, kind of.
What's his name?
I don't want to. I don't want to go there.
You said it's popular already. Now.
No. There are a few people that we've tried with. One person that I'm proud of, although it didn't come out from this particular experiment. There's Sultan. I don't know if you know Sultan.
Yeah, I know Sultan.
There's this guy, this Yoruba rapper. Forgive me. I should not forget his name. Komaro Pembite, right? Yes. He used to be with Jomo's former label, or he's with Jomo's former label. I've forgotten his name now. He works with Onyeka. They used to be with Onyeka. They go around. I've forgotten his name. I shouldn't forget his name.
They will remind us of
I'll remember. But he raps in Yoruba and he's doing very well. So these are kind of products that have come out. UI supports their own. Let's be frank. Spyro is a UI product.
Yeah.
And he's doing well today.
Yeah.
Yes. So there are a few people that have come out of certain collaborations to say, okay, can we do this? Can we push? We tried it sometime. We said, okay, we'll pick when you can do this month. All radio stations, please play a song, jam it. But then after busy after Show Natural, who else? Are they putting out songs? To support a talent, they have to have material.
Actually.
You understand? So that first open mic that I was talking about, we tried it. But, shout out to Rolake Bello, Industry Night. There are people that have tried these things. But okay, we now pick this guy. And the reason why I didn't want to mention this guy's name is because after that, the money he collected was supposed to be to record songs, yeah? Baba buy bath. Baba go rent house.
You know, say for Lekki night,
he go rent one room for Akala Express. You understand? So by the second month, you are supposed to have at least 2 songs so that radios can continue. There was no new song. The Baba was asking for money to record. No, but we have given you the platform. We've given you some money. You understand? And this has happened.
I just think say that money now for flex now. Say
if you are hungry, that's why I say if you are hungry enough.
If you're hungry,
no be flex with the next thing. Once you see small, it's not even success. It's small light just one on for your socket. That spark, spark.
Okay. You know,
you never turn lights.
Make I purchase in point.
Oh yeah, no.
Like say as I be like this, say pay. I didn't get money. They don't pay me like that anymore. Yeah. But I have calculated in my mind like okay, any money I see for Ibadan, because I'm boost with I won't go for Lagos. Nobody's ready to give anybody any money to start life.
In this Ibadan.
This Ibadan cause everywhere safe. Anywhere where because as my other can say, what's the value? What are you placing to you know to us that to make you feel like okay when you invest in you will make that thing back. Everybody's scared to pour their money into anything. You get so now they are not ready to the little shaky money where they are not ready to pour it into investing into their future because they feel like this money if I live on like this I go take shop. But it's not about the shop, it's about the future. A lot of people say, how much I still see you on the Okada. When I carry my car like this and I enter inside myself, I park inside the gutter. Myself. So now ever since then I've been taking Okada. I was like, it concerns you. I can't Okada. But a lot of people will not want to I don't stay in my house.
Because you fall for more.
Because you get because I don't have my car is not available now. I should not go out. I should not go and hustle the way so some people are too Ibadan, they're like no I can't stress myself more than the sun and all that.
Okay. You are saying this Ibadan.
It is because
I say now myself they the Ibadan now.
No, I did Ibadan because for the past 9 years they married me put for a year.
Okay.
But I don't jackpot now say okay I come back money go for
where you come from the first
Lagos.
place? Lagos.
Yes.
So is your own judge?
I'm a misbreed.
Yeah.
So if I don't enter me, I can't Lagos. But now I can't want pour but out of me because I don't think
you won't go back to Lagos.
I swear.
You said you want to leave.
And they go Lagos pack something come Ibadan.
Okay, now waiting.
So people they go, they no pack come.
But people on top of waiting you talk now, like people when they go, we don't need to pack anything come back. We have likes. See, we have superstar from Ibadan.
Yes.
Whether we like it or not.
Yes.
They actually tried out themselves. Either they hustle out or they not hustle out. We get names. Yes, they exist. We get the likes of Dremo. We get the likes of Kida Kools. Yes. So then let me say something. I was a part of Kida Kools organizing member when he wanted to do homecoming concert in 2022. We did like this.
Normal.
Before we could actually set up a stage, not talk of a venue for Kida Kools. We went out to stakeholders, called out for sponsors. There was actually no response. This guy actually used his money from his pocket. This is clear. This is clear and crystal. I'm part of it. He used his money to sponsor the whole show, and this show was free. We even made it clear that he was trying to give out to Ibadan.
Yeah.
Because he came all the way from United Kingdom. He's a blown artist in UK.
Of course,
knows Kida. So he wanted to give back to the community and say, okay, this is what I'm saying. Dremo came through. Let's us give back to Ibadan. We used Kakan for them. They gave us the all for free though. But sponsors, let's say we want to do promotion, I beg help us. They could just read down. Call somebody else.
So let me start here. All the campaigns that were done, did you hear any aspirants for governorship say anything about the creative industry or the entertainment industry
in this or your states?
Yes. None of the governorship aspirants had any plan or said anything regarding entertainment or the creative industry. And when some of us saw that, we took it up, and that was why there was some posts flying around some weeks before election that we started saying, what has this person done for entertainment? And the 3 most popular candidates reached out. We had meetings with at least the 3 most popular. We met these secretaries of state government. Then, and she promised. Well, she actually said yes. The government didn't have any plan for tourism and entertainment in Omitoto 1.0, but at 2.0 they gave us the pamphlets. We saw that there was actually something for the.
Are you sure it's not because of what you people were?
No, it was actually printed before. So that's why we have evidence now
to
hold against them.
We question the ministries of youth and sports. We question the Ministry of Arts and Culture. Number one, Ministry of Youth and Sports should never be lumped together. Ministry of Sports is too big. Sports is too big.
It's too big.
A ministry to be tied to youth, because youth is also big, and youth is now divided into so many industries. You understand? Even the entertainment industry is into movies, comedy, music, arts, poetry. Everybody wants, everybody's doing that. Even fashion,
even drama.
You understand? Everybody wants. Your instrumentalist said don't get their own.
Makeup said don't get
their own. So there should be at least a department to cater to entertainment alone, so that if they want to have a show, it should be that person
they will go
to who would have a direct call to the government or to the governor to say, okay, create a budget for the entertainment industry. If you put a 200 million, which the federal government is also doing, there's a I think 200 billion or something fund for the creative industry that is in place, that the Gauchans are tapping into. The Kunle Afolayan's. There's a bank of industry that you can go to get money. You understand?
Do we know all this?
Because that's why we talk about education and seeking value. So a lot of our people don't research enough. There's money. There's bank of industry in Iyaganku.
Yeah.
Yes.
In this Ibadan.
Yes. There's bank of industry branch there that you can approach with a proposal.
Like they say, let's go Iyaganku. You know what's go for? If you tell me,
because
why they go put bank of industry?
Why will I know about it? And because you that you need it wouldn't. You understand? So we should seek education. And then coming back to the entertainers, so the government arm, there should be a department for entertainment. There should be somebody that we can see, not the commissioner for youth and sports, because there's not much you can do.
You know how many queue day in front.
You understand? There's not much. He's not even. He never face shooting stars finish. That while I never finish. Now you will get comedy show. The best he will give is letterhead. You understand? So we should cut him some slack. To say he's not performing, we should cut him some slack, because there's a lot to be done. Really. But the government, we should be the ones now pushing. So the entertainers should come together and say, we voted for you, sir. At least when you want to do,
you ask me, when you want to campaign,
we can't sing for you, we endorse you.
We can't do comedy, we can't do that show.
Can you create a fund for entertainment? If it's just 200 million, to say, okay, if you can, let's do business. If you give me 10 million for my show, you are expecting social amounts back. Or cultural center is there. Government put cultural center in place. PPP project. This paint company, paint it, will give you tax rebates. Or designer how you want. Put your name everywhere. You know, concern us.
Use them for your advert.
This electronics company supply AC, will give you tax rebates, or do advert anyhow way you like. Maybe there's a beer company doing something on. Outside cultural center now.
Yes.
So it can be done. Entertainers come together, put out a press release, do a march to government house and say, government, give us cultural center. When you do all these things and you put cultural center in place, give us cultural center at 50%. Give us BCOS to do publicity for us. Give us your buses to brand. Give us your security apparatus at Motekun. At least we know that security is out of it. Give us street lights along that road.
No, do publicity.
So that people can have street lights, so that there's peace of mind. There's a reason why people don't go to Agodi Garden at night. Because even the street lights.
Even that road now, then road.
You understand? If there was street light there and there are vans, maybe 2 vans at different sections, people will go out now. So give us cultural center. Give us at 50%. If you are under the association of your state entertainers or something, or you are certified by the Department of Entertainment in your state.
Yes.
You get, once you apply, say, okay, I want to do show May 23rd, they'll give you 50%. That already gives you peace of mind. If normally cultural center now 800,000, you know you are paying 400 because you're a member of that association. That means your state has given you 400,000 naira. And then you don't only get that, you get compliments of, say, security, some publicity. It takes a lot of entertainers. So instead of them looking for 4 million to do show, they already know that your state has helped them with 1.5.
the remaining at least don't sure say they go.
You understand? So there are ways to these things, but if the government is not challenged, they will face the road that they are doing now. They will face the bridge that they are building.
So you mean we need to challenge our government?
Definitely.
For your state.
The Lagos state government is Lagos state government for
likely.
You understand? Why is Lagos trending? Why is Lagos the center of entertainment? The state government is raking in billions.
Me, I go even talk am. See, if like say Lagos wey dey call center of entertainment, now we from Ibadan sef dey inside that entertainment.
Actually,
everybody from Nigeria is a part of Lagos.
I played it on the go Lagos now. She now.
She must go now.
You said you put small.
Must go.
Who go come remain if everybody go?
No, we not go.
You said that they go. See, if all of us go,
because for Ibadan, I don't know what's the happen. Some people they say you okay in a group. Probably you've discussed about probably you're on a group or say Ibadan, can you put yourself together. So some people will say they be snitch. So they plan say now I won't go meet somebody go bust my house. Say me could tell them. I don't before so they come
we get any instance where if you
I don't fit talk calm.
No, I'll give you instance.
Oh yeah,
I'll give you instance.
I'll
give you instance.
Now example they make students understand wetin we dey teach am.
We can't kill people that are doing this thing because we can just live with them. I cannot. Well, that's his own wahala. So since you cannot solve that thing for me here, somewhere else they will solve it for me. The thing like I got my first show in Ibadan here. I went to Cruiser Lounge. Oh sorry, I went somewhere to go tell them. So I went somewhere. So I went there. I told them this is what I have, and I told them this. I'm creating a platform for my ladies. Let them know that I've got ladies that can do so well. Apart from me, there are girls that can HypeQueens, DJs, comedians, and all that. But people in Ibadan, they want to because of the features. They want to get the before they can, and I'm like, no, I'm fighting for that. I'm a woman.
When you say get the do, is it the kind of do?
No, leave do.
Yeah, leave do.
Do yeah, does it do?
Yeah, they do. Okay, get to Jerusalem.
You don't change English.
Knocking now.
Maybe because I feel like we are here. So and I get this from my girls because I talk to them like, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about it. Why are we not growing as a
but wait, mama. Yeah. Some of your girls now they offer these things.
Hey, I want to go there. As I said,
now where you carry out?
As I said that I get some DJs say they be ladies for Ibadan. Say I try to tell them say, babes, you are full of talent, but waiting as you want to go perform, how you take dress matter.
No, but see, I'm a Gen Z on this.
Yeah,
dressing is a personal,
Oh no, let's go there.
But because if you say dressing should not influence. See, in the entertainment space.
Let me tell you what I'm saying now. Like for instance, Ibadan, we get this African mentality.
Okay, well, you have a point there.
But I don't think like Lagos.
We never evolve.
So Lagos, if you see you like this, as normally just day.
Everybody they mind that but for here they go call you say you know see wetin you in fact on top back they go tell you
I know wetin happen inside Dubai. You say some of my girls they go inside market won't go buy stuff. They don't use hand take raise the girl clothes. Normally she wear clothes. That's the body shaming. But they don't know about that in Ibadan. So now when you know that different for different strokes, you want to perform in Ibadan, this is how you dress. It's the way they will not take it say you get spring. You just say kilo mo ife tank or like you want probably
market so she wants sell she dey
so I wasn't necessarily you are selling two things. You're selling your body, you're selling your craft. So if you want them to feel your craft, then dress to dress. Dress for your events.
Yeah.
If you're going for a wedding, don't there's a
wear club cloth for a wedding.
There's a wife that they want to marry. So then you can't. So I feel like that problem is that. But even at that, I'm still talking to my girls like, okay, fine. The thing is, I want to stand in for. I mean, I don't go through that process. Yeah. There was a time I went to Tribune. I told them like, women are not being. Giving that opportunity the way. So now that we preach this year equity, give us the same platform you gave to guys who will do well too. So now women are not coming out. So now I'm building women. I'm building some girls, strong ladies. So as I'm building them, let me too be going up. So as I go, they build them. I go, they use that one. They learn. As I they build them more. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not living in Ibadan to go to Lagos to go sit. My children are here. My family is here. My husband is here. But I say, let me just go and learn more to train these girls. So they can go. MIA came out for me. MIA is now a
Melody.
Yes.
Melody.
She was under me for 6 months. The energy she bought because she came from Port Harcourt and she was just a broadcaster and she learned the stage craziness from me. Yes.
Wow.
So now she's in Lagos. She's bossing everywhere. I'm happy because when I interviewed her, how did you get? She mentioned my name. She mentioned my name, and it was on. I was like, God, thank you. And there's somebody from me. It's making sense. So now I'm building so many girls. Let's do this and let's make it happen.
You see that testimony of MIA and then giving kudos.
And before we get to MIA, you wanted to give an instance.
Okay, an instance. So in 2016, when we started Ibadan Countdown Festival, you know, so one thing I've noticed over the years, I got to Ibadan in 2010.
Okay.
You know, and people said a lot of things. Shout out to Betero. Betero was my main plug.
Okay, you are not an Ibadan indigene.
No, I'm an Osun State indigene, but my mom is from Ibadan.
Now later they cut and come up from us. Now later.
But my mom, I'm from the Ogunshola family, so I'm Ibadan. Kudeti. Yeah, from my mom. So. Yeah, so even my Yoruba, you hear Ibadan now.
My English, that today so I hear for you. Leave that one.
My Yoruba na Ibadan,
so that clear Bijoku.
I couldn't say anything. So one thing I noticed when we started the Ibadan Countdown Festival idea and we put it out, a lot of people were like, I want to be part of this. First of all, a lot of people didn't believe that we could pull it. As a matter of fact, there was a show few days to hours that was supposed to have the Dremos and the come to Ibadan, which didn't happen, which affected us too. Then people didn't believe that we could bring a two-face to Ibadan. And then on the 31st, we had two-face 26. On 31st, we had all the 22lars, all of them, about 30 of them.
Was there.
Okay. People didn't believe that we could pull it off. And then one day I just got a broadcast. So I'm in many groups, although people don't know.
Low key.
I did comedians. I did many groups. It's number where people.
Our whole group,
You don't even know the number. You don't know the number where I use now. I have like 6 numbers.
I know people they there now.
I know they have many groups. So I did many groups. And then I saw a broadcast on a particular platform of some entertainers saying that I'm all that countdown where they won't do. If you know they part of our. You know if it happen for our town. Clinic.
Wow.
So one thing I noticed that
from this city.
So notable people, they started contacting artists, some Ibadan acts, that if they call you, tell them 500k. We know if they don't inform us, you know go work. I smiled, and my guys that we did it together, they are corporate people. They don't get time. Now me closest to entertainers in Ibadan and all that. So they will handle your people. So what did I do? I decided that I was going to work with a particular set of things. If you are in a mental capacity, if you have an intellectual capacity that could handle the vision I was seeing, I would work with it. And I worked with at least most people. She was part of it. I worked with most people, but some people still felt like if they not call us, not that they had anything to offer, but they just wanted to our land. Now we did one, now we did run them.
Now we don't show anything for
us. These same people, when they now saw that, by the time Two-Face dropped his video, everything was moving. They now started reaching out for back. They don't talk for outside. They don't broadcast. They don't do anything. They come to say, Baba, my artist, I want me to perform now. And it happened up till 2019. By that we did the Mayor Kun one that we brought Dr. and Davido and everybody. They not go broadcast. They not go rep your DPO.
But when they say
they go just say they will call you 2 days to the event. When you don't get like 40 artists, they won't say my guy, one of my guys, and this guy, in fact, you never hear on radio before. Say my boy must perform. He must perform. So you now say, do I look at their actions behind the scenes? Say, okay, we'll give him 1 minute, and we do that out of our own good heart. But now look at the people who are not in part of Ibadan, who don't do business in Ibadan. Maybe they're coming from Lagos or Abuja or from London, and then they meet this kind of people, and then they want to do a show and they say, right now one Perry Black. Now in the rain for Ibadan. In the London, in no. Or in the Lagos, in no.
Actually, now waiting they sell. Give
you understand? Now waiting they sell. He go come do all the publicity. Come, he do show 100 people come. Meanwhile, those ones don't collect their money. They don't clean out.
Everything don't finish.
How does that person come back? So we need a mental shift, like a mental makeover, by the stakeholders and the practitioners. In total, the club owners should stop seeing these artists as mincemeat, like cash cows that we just call them. They just come, we'll give you 50.
We even get we get
go there.
We get I get one. I get something. It don't happen for my face not once, not twice, not twice. This same artists that we are saying here that have been in existence, they still get this kind of offer, this kind of treatment that celebrity gets. And when we think about it, their celebrity no be really celebrity again because
in their locality now.
In their locality,
it
still has to be
respected. They are celebs. You understand? Because who else you go call? If you cannot afford Lagos, you go afford the biggest name
in your locality. Okay,
you understand?
That's interesting, but you know Ibadan used to be a pioneer city.
Yeah.
If we don't know,
yeah.
Me, I'm also a solid born of Ibadan.
Yeah. So and I also mentioned something about giving kudos to people that have helped you in the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when you talked about people looking back. Okay, when they now make it and they go out of town.
Yes.
Do they look back, or come back, or at least give
when they don't blow like this, it go just
you understand
disappear.
So she said something about MIA. When doing an interview, giving credits and saying, okay, well, this person actually helped me. How many of our people?
It can't be like say for this podcast. For this podcast, we don't start down.
Yeah.
No way, no how we will not go talk about MIA.
Because she's doing something right.
And you should be proud of that.
Yes, I am. I just mentioned it.
No, I'm giving you the kudos.
Thank you.
I think people should learn to give credit. Everybody's journey is a process. We are talking about Spyro today. Just bought a house, and a new car, and his history is not complete without UI. His history is not complete without Ibadan. Ibadan will be in his story whether he likes it or not. Dremo would never. In fact, Wizkid had stints. His born is still in Ibadan.
Yeah. Actually.
I
even heard you went to the city.
Skills. You understand? There are a lot of people I can call. Whose story will never be complete without Ibadan. But how has Ibadan tapped into those people's successes? Ibadan just say, Spyro don't blow now. Some of our artists that knew Spyro before he blew will now be proud to call him to say, Spyro, shall know me. Alpha. Come back to just one feature.
They don't even say they don't go one call him.
Yes, now because they go feel say, boy, meaning now. Spyro
that Spyro way even talk now. Okay, there are two particular artists that got signed to a label at the same time.
Yeah.
DMW.
Okay.
I'm talking about Dremo and Mayokun.
Yeah.
Now, if we should rate it now, if we should put it on ratings, Mayokun is doing far way more better in the music scene than Dremo.
Yeah.
Could it be because Dremo came from Ibadan?
No.
It did not have
the kind of songs they're doing too, will play a part because if you look at it.
But when Dremo was in Ibadan, it was the Dremo.
Of course.
Like the fire.
Has he sustained that fire? He has gotten comfortable too.
I mean, he got comfortable too.
No, and this is my personal opinion. I feel Mayoko is dropping songs. He's on his own now. Yeah. He's left the label.
Yeah. But Dremo is still in the label.
So how many songs have we seen from Dremo and that he has pushed, like push? The way Mayoko is dropping songs, making sure that the biggest shows he's performing at the opening or closing shows. You do a lot of things. You spend your money to get things done. You also the media, how you engaging the media. Davido drop Timeless, but Davido never said, I'm Davido. People will play my songs, or people will just, I just drop anything and people will jump on it. He's still going round. He's still posting, making sure that people are listening to these songs. I'm
thinking, like what you just said now, make me remember that you said when you were doing your first show, like Dremo was supposed to come.
No, not my show. They were supposed to have their own show a few days.
Okay.
Before ours.
I think you talk about 2017 or so.
2016. Ours was 26. I think theirs was 22nd or 23rd.
Okay.
They were supposed to have a concert that didn't later happen.
Could it be that these people, once they go outside of Ibadan, they don't even care to come back again?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I feel they just feel that their market is not here.
That Dremo has headlined in this Ibadan.
If you call on him now,
you also check out the thing, because you can just call him to come and play in the parlor.
You understand?
You
so he wants to know, and you have to pay. You know what he's doing in Lagos is also investing into himself. Yeah. So you can't just call it for chicken fee now.
Look at this block party, for instance. I'm not trying to hype anything.
There are so many block parties.
So many.
The one, the premier block party, the one they brought to
Ibadan.
He was never part of the list.
Did they reach out to him?
Reaching out to him.
What if? Okay, we have some instance. Okay, some guys were actually, as a broadcaster or journalist, I have my ears everywhere and I have my information concrete. They say Dremo, it seems like he felt like he outgrew Ibadan.
It's possible. It's possible because if you look back, Kiss Daniel originally
from
started Akure.
Okay.
Akure did part of history.
Okay.
You understand?
So
Kiss Daniel says
they are not doing anything in this Ibadan. That's why something is actually ongoing.
If you are not also developing yourself, it is easy for Remo to come back to Ibadan. It is easy for Wole Agba
to say he wants to
say he's in Ibadan because comedians still have some form of unity. Nepa boys, you understand? Ajay boys, there are a lot of comedians that are doing well because they support. They will post their skits. Rapping Daddy is doing. You understand? There are a lot of them. There's some form of unity. But how many artists have you seen? Apart from there was a time I know the Wiser, Sade Black, PZ, a few of them, Kenzo. I think they came together to form like a force or something.
Yeah.
But what is happening? Are they still together?
Impact?
You understand? What's the impact? If comedians are doing shows and calling themselves to say, okay, Ojo, you come for my show. When it's your turn, I will do the same. At least there's some form of collaboration or unity. What's happening with the music artists? Why can't Oyinkwade, Kenzo, and Show Natural or PZ do one show and say 3 Kings concert?
I think you've given them something to do already.
Yeah, why can't they come together and then we will person we don't like Kenzo will come for
Fabulous
or come for Oyinkwade. You understand? And if you get this baller or you get this bring all your people. We'll share the money equally.
And I think I'll still give my respect to these 3 artists because they still remain in Ibadan.
Yeah.
Some artists, not even artists in general now, some entertainers, they will blow small film in Ibadan. We don't know them. Next thing, Lagos.
Yes, I will do the same thing.
You say yes.
You said MIA. Let me go there. MIA. I had a show like 2 years ago. Said MIA, you be on my record. But I said, ma'am, I'm not coming. And the reason is like she's now being paid like she can't just come to my. But maybe she doesn't understand that. Okay, fine. I'm just calling her because she's my girl. But a lot of people don't want to do that too.
You see, and I think.
But what's causing it?
Let me also give you this nugget, and I keep shouting these things. I would not do a show, and I'll call anybody for free. If it's 20K, I'll put in your pocket. It might not be what you are worth, but I would not call you for free. You see, we need to move beyond saying, "Nah, my guy."
It's true.
My guy go enter. If of course, I don't expect you to climb Okada to come for my event because you will drop for the gate of my event. People will see you. So if you are going to charter a cab to come for my event, you will pay for it. You are going to dress well, use good perfume to come for my event. I want you to look well. It's going to cost you something. Actually. So even if I know that I can't pay you 50K, I can at least say, Baba, I don't get your money, but I beg. I'll pay each performing act 20K across board, so that nobody go say then pay me pass. You go don't say okay, I just give honorarium to everybody. Then stop this pay. I'll finish my event by 12 midnight, and you expect them to go home. DJ that played for you, that brought his equipment, your gen fee killing his equipment, but he still brought his equipment to support you. At 12:01 that this guy is packing, you expect him to drive home or sleep at the venue and go home by 5. Give him a hotel room. It won't cost you anything. That is why you see that people are not motivated to help one another. That's because they are just using me.
True.
So I think that using thing.
The same thing I hear from entertainers. When they want to do their events, they say, volunteer, team. You use this team finish. After the event, you disperse the WhatsApp, you close the WhatsApp group. Team don't go out. Everybody, they don't see anything. Apart from t-shirts where you give them for your show and they sell your tickets. No, okay, let's meet at so place. Let's hang out this weekend. or carry them go Abeokuta, or carry them go Ikokosi. So just give them some semblance of say, I don't have the money. We didn't make enough money to pay you, but I appreciate you. You now come next year again, or maybe a month to event, you now start calling them again to say, let's do it again. They will not answer you. We need to learn how to value ourselves. If it's just food, tell one mama to cook, put food, take away with juice, water, give everybody during the event. Say eat before the show starts, because you might not be able to eat. So people, I see some people now, they will come to say, Baba, just give me 500, I want quickly go chop. The person will organize the event, not do catering for now. It's as little as that. Value everybody. This thing is what will cause ripple effects, that people don't want to work with one another. And we say Ibadan is dying. Ibadan will die because we don't value ourselves.
So that you think that's the major reason, because there's no value?
No, I will still buttress that point. You know, it's saying the truth. Because the last time I said MIA did not come, as in, if I had like 20 or 30k, MIA please come, I have a hotel for you, you will stay, and I'll be sure that she will come. So, but the ones I used in Ibadan, at least if it's not more than 5,000 naira for the list, I gave them out of the money, and I still have my money. I still have at least more. But some want to eat everything.
That's it now.
So now let's be sincere. Let's be sincere. I think in Lagos Entertainment Industry, if they want to do a show, they meet with the stakeholders. This is the budget we are looking for the show. I think we don't actually put the budget of people that helps us or support us. Okay, let's say for instance now, an upcoming artist that you know is coming for your show, or upcoming comedian that's coming for the show, should at least put their budgets too and place it.
No, so it's not a Lagos thing. No, I sometimes I don't like us doing this comparison. You can't compare the Lagos entertainment industry to any industry in Nigeria. You understand? Abuja is also hot. Abuja is doing well, but they made sure that they put certain structure in.
So how can we make sure
about that budget thing? I'll give an example. There was a year that Remote was to perform at AY Live, or is it Alibaba? One of the two. I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago. They put him in a hotel, because normally they take a hotel, they shut down a hotel. They gave him a room there because he was performing. They might not have paid him, but that hotel room, the guy did videos like the guy do videos. I say I don't wake up, I'm in a hotel. I want to eat, I'm in a hotel. Yes. I'm dressing up, I'm in a hotel. That hotel tag alone give him that. If they are bringing a guy from South Africa, he's also staying in the same place I'm staying.
He can take pictures and all.
He's eating the same breakfast. You understand? Treat me the same way you would treat your best artist. Don't give me money, you can pay him, but at least let me feel that, let me rub shoulder.
But Shane, party organizer, we never see money, we go take do events and go to talk.
If you never reach
and no stars,
no do
how
we go come support? How do you know? How do we want
you grow?
Events will happen whether you like it or not. But now you want to call you, now you go reject poverty. Because if a club owner will do events whether you like it or not, if you have content, they will come after you. Why is Wole Agbano everywhere? But they do adverts.
You go sell.
Boy, go sell. So make yourself valuable. Be too creative to be ignored. You understand? There are some people in this Ibadan that no event will happen without them being involved. Of course. Whether they are out there or behind the scenes, they are a part of it.
They are a part of it.
And they are getting paid. You understand? So we need to create value for ourselves. I need our entertainers to know that if I'm to be called a creative, there's a reason why I'm being tagged a creative. Make sure that that creative part of you brings value to you. If it is not, I've told many entertainers in this battle, I've told many comedians, go and do fish farming. Go and learn photography. Learn some. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Speed Dope.
Okay.
He's now Dope Views.
Yes.
Him and Femi Ginger, they used to dance Expandables.
Yes.
They used to be known as the Expandables. There was a day I called them. I said, how long? You guys are 30. That's the lowest age. How many years will you be jumping and doing acrobatics? Femi will remember this if he watches this. How many years you want they jump, they do acrobatics? You will break your neck one day. And the organizer will indemnify himself. Say, I don't know. I'm not saying you jump. Now that's
you walk on dance.
You understand? I said, how long will you guys do this? How much do they even pay you at events? Because you guys want to be seen at every event. So they will say, you guys, we'll put you on the list, we'll put you on the major flag, we'll put you on billboards. How much are they giving them? What they give them room? how much are you making? You buy sneakers, you have to look good because you are dancers. How much are you earning? Fast forward to a few years ago, 2 years ago, he went to learn cinematography. Today, Dub Views is one of the highest paid young guys doing cinematography. He's doing cinematography for Kiki. In fact, he's doing Davido's concert on Sunday. He's shooting it.
Wow.
Because Kiki is hosting. Wow. He's shooting it. We spoke just 2 days ago. He's shooting Davido's concert. So you know how you in fact they don't even pay him. You know what that tag of you bringing boys to document Davido's Lagos concert. We had the press conference 3 days ago. He's shooting it. And he has worked with some of the biggest names that I can think of. Both actors, both musicians.
That kind of person go come tell say
you get.
So now you want to give him a show in Ibadan and you want to pay him 200,000 when he's doing 15 minutes profile shoot for 400k in Lagos. So if he comes to Ibadan, he's helping you. You understand? He's helping, yes. So now, how many of our guys that do cinematography in Ibadan are messaging Speedo, make I can't do 2 weeks to learn this work or to meet people? When you are going, make I carry bag
for you.
But na boss, everyone na boss for in lane. How many people want to do it? You don't know this work, yes we know. But go and apprentice in Lagos so that you can use it to meet people. If Speedo no fit collect 250,000 for Lagos, he go call you. Say you still fit collect.
But me, I go see talk say I go like me could they give back to the community.
Who is telling you that they are not giving back?
They are giving back now.
The people they are giving back to, are they some worry? Are they grateful?
When we are seeing the people, what the people that I'm seeing here is the crowd.
The way you're making me feel.
The crowd.
The way you're making me feel. Yeah. You want some people to be robbing the laziness in people. Because for me to say I want to give back, who am I giving back to? Whoever is not going to build that content that he has, how am I going to give back to him?
Let me give you another example. The reason why we stopped the Ibadan Countdown is a free show.
So you've stopped it now?
Well, we might come back this year for a reason. We might come back this year. But the model was to do a free concert for people. As meant the list of our concerts is 6,000 people. You know, and shout out to people that have been able to also build their own. Chalk City is doing Chalk Boys.
Oh no!
You understand? I love that he's been able to sustain it.
Yeah.
But one thing I noticed why we stopped doing free shows or why we stopped doing the events in 2019. We were supposed to do Burna Boy in 2020, then COVID came. People don't appreciate it.
In this particular city,
it's not limited to Ibadan, but we did the show in Ibadan. So I would say that people felt like it should always be free.
So the 2016 to 2019 was
2016 was not free.
Okay, but 2017
the two-face show was not free. The 31st was free.
Okay.
The two-face show was not free, and that was the only paid event we did. 2017 to 2019 all was free. Mayor Kun, Ricardo, all of them were free.
Are you saying now as a stakeholder you should be after the results of your event rather than what you gain, your profit?
You should be after everything.
Everything.
We did those.
How did you get your profit?
That's where I'm going. We did those free shows to let Lagos, in quotes,
know
that we can host big shows in Ibadan. We brought Dotun. Davido was in Ibadan. He saw a 13,000 crowd at Palmsmore for his Mayor Kun.
I was there.
Ricardo,
his drink. That is day I'll never forget. I'll sit there. Is the drink Davido held on stage?
Yeah.
Now my clothes he pour. Because I did front.
It does signature. You can't photograph yourself in that.
Now my clothes like this. That clothes I don't forget. I just buy them. I buy them for the show. Say, he said I want to show.
You understand?
New clothes.
We did Ricardo Banks. Don Jazzy, everybody came. It was a free show. Nobody cared how it happened. And mind you, most of these shows were paid for or were majorly sponsored by them. Mayor Kun sponsored 90% of that event.
Mayor Kun?
Yes.
Sponsored?
Yes. We were able to give value now. You understand?
Yeah.
We don't settle Palmsmore. We don't settle security. We don't settle everything. Hotel, everything on day. Just bring your guys.
And crowd day for you.
And crowd day.
Just come and sell.
We are doing publicity. You understand? So we have given you everything you need. Just call your friends and come and do a show. And we're able to do it. After we did Ricardo but it was because we were able to do Ricardo successfully was what now brought Mayor Kun and Co to Ibadan, and then we did other ones. But it tells you that track record, people are able to trust you to say, okay, let these guys host our events. We will try to do one this year, hopefully, because of the track record we've had. But coming back to the people of Ibadan, we need to learn that value comes at a price. You can't be spending 36 to 40 million and you think that it has to be a free show. No, sir.
With like capital no.
Capital no. Sponsors also need value. Even if we are saying buy a bottle of drink to gain access, don't go on Twitter to say why must you buy a bottle of drink. It costs that sponsor maybe 15 million to be able to put that show together. It might be one company that has sponsored the artist to say, okay, I'll pay for the artist. Another one can say, I'll pay for the stage. They paid money to bring these things to Ibadan. So when they come, turn up. And if it's 1.5, if it's 1K, gladly. If you want to see a Burna Boy in Ibadan, pay for it. It is not just the sponsors that will carry the burden and say, okay, we are the ones selling out. Let the sponsors know that we can do a business with the people of Ibadan. If we do a 40 million naira show, we can have 20,000 people that will pay 2K. That's 40 million. So at least let the sponsor know that if I'm putting 40 million in this project, I can get my investment back. Every other thing, Nigeria. When we get to that point, that's why you see Eko Atlantic blowing up. Artists that Davido is doing a concert, Torek is doing a concert with Davido on Sunday. TBS, for the first time in the history of Afrobeat, an artist not, it used to be for gospel, the experience. Davido is using TBS, 50,000 capacity. That's the first time a Nigerian act will use that kind of a hotel or Bamoro, you understand? But now 50,000 crowd, trust me, it will be full.
50,000 crowd.
50,000 crowd. He's attempting to break that record. He will break that record, and it's not free. At least it's regular, maybe 1K. They will pay because it's value.
I'm so going.
You understand? But here we need to move beyond expecting that shows will be free or that me I want some 3,000 for regular. You understand? How will a comedian bring a list artist, bring a CK, a Magix, a Bayani, or bring top artists? Say okay, we're Wizkid to Ibadan, and you can't pay 3,000 regular.
Yes, complaining is too big. It's too much, rather.
How?
I think people just evaluate.
They just feel like, okay, because it's in Ibadan now. How can we?
You understand?
But they go to cinemas to watch films.
Why are we going to cinemas and paying? But we expect that you want to see those people you are seeing on TV for free.
With waiting like even a year, if they say for this Ibadan, say IS 1 a.m. show don't close.
Because
of
if a Wizkid is doing a show in Ibadan, our countdown festivals, the earliest we have closed is 4 a.m. You at least you have attended.
Okay. I don't go talk anything.
You understand? So imagine a Wizkid, a Burna Boy, a Maven Records crew, an R-Star, a Thames coming to Ibadan. You go by one. When you say you pay 5K to enter, you go burn your money. 6 a.m. If DJ see the play, I will use all my money.
Actually.
So we must create value, a value system that the stakeholders will know that they are getting their money back to be able to come back. The artists, the practitioners can also earn. That is the only way.
Actually, a lot has been said on today's episode of this podcast. I don't even know as I want some everything.
Now continuing topic.
No, I don't talk say it don't finish. I just say a lot has been said. But actually, time no day to the check time because the one way they serve, they correct because your own different from my own. So you get me. So we're done there ready to the pack up, so they say bye bye. But before that, don't you forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and turn on your notification panel. Stride Africa TV. Because now original we pass a replica with a give now for a year. Before we go, say you go like talk anything to our people.
I go like to say, do well, use your head. Use your head.
I would just say that please, let's build together, build a new Ibadan or your state of our dreams. And please, government, whatever you can do to support.
Whatever
you can do to support. No, we are not going to take it easy. Entertainers must have a say in this government. Please, Biko. JSM, call me.
We are say everything pepper for inside that way like that. Stay tuned. We're living in peace and definitely coming back to meet you in peace and not in pieces.